How I made $7,000 in 3 weeks without a college degree. I'm going to break you down everything in this video, how it worked, how it happened, how I make money online. Yeah, basically just give you guys a full breakdown. I'm not going to make any fancy pauses or cuts in this video. Just going to be breaking down everything to you. So it was actually last month, but kind of bringing you back to the beginning. How it all started was a year ago. I learned a skill, how to make AI websites, and I was like one of the very first ones to actually start with AI websites. It was just over a year ago, and yeah, so it all started then. I was here in Sweden working 9 to 5, and then when I wasn't working, I was basically just learning in the beginning. It took me like a week or two just kind of get my bearings, and then after that, it was just cold calling, selling websites, and started slowly. But yeah, then I started making like I remember when I got my first sale. I think it was 1,500 bucks or something like that. I made my first website sale, and that's usually what I got paid after like 2 or 3 weeks of work. So I learned that I can make within less than an hour. I could make more than I did in 2 weeks of hard labor. That's 2 weeks of getting up every single day, getting up at 5:45 in the morning every single day, eating lunch, that's going driving to work, coming back home. Like that's literally like a long time of work, of actual hard work, of actual manual labor that it took me to make that money. And then I just learned, okay, well, on my computer, sitting from home, I can make that same money or more in an hour of just typing on the keyboard. So that's when I learned that making money online is possible. And I've tried a bunch of things in the past, and this is actually like the first thing that truly worked. So it was just an incredible kind of like mind-opening experience for me is when I figured that out. But yeah, with that being said, I've been doing this for a little while now, and I've been doing it on top of my 9 to 5 for a while. And 2 months back, quit my 9 to 5, and I went all in on this. And my first month, I quit. I did make $7,000 in 3 weeks, and I sold, I want to say, 4 or 5 websites. So you don't need to sell a crazy amount. I sell each website for some 1,000, some 1,500. Just kind of depends on the website, but I think I sold 4 websites for $1,000, and then had like a $40 a month fee, and then they just paid the whole year. So it was like $1,000 website plus the whole year of hosting and maintenance and everything, which was like another like 400 bucks. So yeah, and then I think I had one small website for a family member or a friend or something like that for like 500 bucks, and yeah, but I don't know exactly right at the top of my head, but I made $7,000. And the funny part is, at the tail end of that 3 weeks, I was on a trip with my girlfriend. We were in Italy, in Sardinia, and I was there, and I was expecting a payment of like 1,500 bucks from somebody, and I was like, hey, you said you're going to pay a few days ago. Just wondering if you're going to get around to that invoice. And I texted him at like 3 in the morning because I was in Sardinia with the time change. I kind of forgot about it, so I thought it was kind of ruin the sale, but it didn't. He didn't even care. I sent the money the next day, and it's like I'm literally on vacation getting paid for a website that I made. Like it's crazy, but yeah, I made $7,000, and it's just weird to think that I was on vacation and I made the money while enjoying myself, while sipping pina coladas and drinking beer and like exploring an old, it was called Cagliari is where we were. We went on a boat tour, like eating all these really good Italian food. Like it was just such a good time, but it was just crazy to think that I can get paid while on vacation. And when you actually start getting high payments, like high ticket sales, you just need a few of them. Like you just need a couple. Like imagine getting a $1,500 payment, and like 4 or 5 of those, you're going to be at 8, 9 grand in a month. That's all you need. So if you do the work, if I call 1,000 people in the month and I sell 10 of them, like that's $15,000 in a month. Like it's just a volume game. It's just getting better at cold calling, because my whole business model is cold calling. I sell websites. So essentially kind of what I do is I cold call a business that has no website, or they have a bad website. And if they have a bad website, I tell them that essentially like I have a whole sales script. You can see my old videos or just send me a DM. I can kind of tell you what I actually say on that, but I don't want to keep this video too long today. But essentially, I have a sales script. I don't actually read off the script like blah, 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 blah. I don't read off the script because I actually know it. I've done it thousands of times. I've made thousands of cold calls, so I know it like just like the back of my hand. But essentially what I do is I call the business, use my script and say, I made you a website. It's completely done up already and just wondering if you want to look at it. When they say they want to look at it, I tell them that I'm busy at the moment. I just called you while you were still open, but I'll send it over to you tomorrow. And then after I do that, say I have like 10 to 15 people that want to see a website, then I go and I make them all, and then the next day I send it to them. So that's really all it works, and then I follow up and just make money like that. But that's the whole business model. It's pretty simple, to be honest. I also upsell marketing, Google ads, paid ads, stuff like that. I'm thinking about kind of going into like upselling AI agents and review automations and a few other things eventually. But right now I'm just kind of sticking to one thing, because if you chase too many rabbits, if you chase 2 rabbits, you catch 0. If you chase 1 rabbit, you catch the 1 rabbit. It's kind of like similar to this. I need to get really good at this, and it's been a year. I think I am quite good, but I can always get better. And once I master this, I can start upselling more. But that's the story about how I made $7,000 without a college degree. I have a long way to go. I'm hoping within the next year, I'm sitting around $15,000 to $20,000 a month. That's my goal. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of time, and I'm documenting it all before it does. So if you're watching this video, you're early. You're really early. I'm becoming a quote-unquote successful person. I'm documenting it all, and I'm just putting myself out there. And yeah, if you're here watching this video, let me know a little bit about yourself. Maybe we can connect. But I appreciate if you subscribe, just kind of follow along my journey. You can hit me on Instagram. Maybe you came from Instagram, maybe you came from TikTok. But just keep following along, because I'm going to be spitting out game. I'm going to be helping you for the people that actually want to do this as well. I can help you. But just mindset-wise, documenting my journey and just everything. I've lived a crazy life so far in the past 3 years. I've lived in 3 different countries, and I'm 20 years old. Like, I've had a lot going on. I've lived in Canada, Australia, Sweden, back to Canada. Like, actually the past 4 years, basically, I've lived in 3 different countries. Three different countries. It's hard to keep track nowadays. I'm everywhere, but I'm gonna be going back home to Canada in a couple months. So, but yeah, now quit my job. I'm literally going all in, and if I don't make this work fully in the next year, I'm basically probably gonna have to find just a regular job, and I don't want that. So I need to work as hard as I can every single solitary day to reach my goals, my dreams. When I quit my last job, I told people around me that I'm never going to have a boss again. And I truly meant that. They laughed at me. They said, yeah, okay. But it's true. It's going to happen. I really don't think I'll ever have a boss again. I'll never have to ask somebody if I can go take a shit, or if I can go have lunch, or if I can, go watch my kids eventually, soccer game or whatever, pick my kids up from school when I do have kids. The work I'm putting in today is for my future self. It's for future talent. It's for my kids, my future wife, so I can give them a life of freedom. And yeah, that's really it. I'm on the grind. I'm documenting it. I'm starting a YouTube channel finally. I've been posting for a couple of years now, but just never went all in on it. But now I'm going to go all in. I'm going to be posting one video just documenting like basically lessons to my younger self that I wish I would have known every single week. They're called, letters to myself. I just posted one if you want to go look at that. It's about social media and how it's distracting you and ruining your brain. It's the devil. It's sucking your soul. Just posted that one, so go check that one out. And then, now I'm posting this one. I'm going to be posting one business video and one mindset video essentially every single week on YouTube. And then I'll be posting, a few shorts and stuff like that every single day. But with all that being said, we'll catch you in the next one. Whoever you are, whenever you're watching this, wherever you're watching this, if somebody hasn't reached out to you recently to check up on you, to see if you're doing well, I personally hope you're doing well. Catch you in the next one.